Hola, welcome back to my channel. My name's Yaneli, and today I thought it'd be fun to showcase my favorite reds for the holiday season. Now, unfortunately, some of these reds are no longer available, but I still wanted to include them because they're still part of my collection and I purchased a majority of these, so they're still relevant to me in that regard. And yeah, I thought it'd be something different and something fun. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting off simple, I have here People of Color's Beauty, Rodeo Drive. Now, I made a whole review of this polish and its counterparts that came with the gift set before, and I was immediately blown away by the formula of this polish. On the first coat, it applies so evenly, even on my indented and textured nails. Like, I can't get over this formula. It is so good. And so when I see crellie formulas from like other bigger brands and they're not performing on par like how this one is, and they're at a higher price point, no, step aside. Rodeo Drive is where it's at. And the shade of red screams holiday to me. I've used this polish multiple times already since I purchased it. I still have some hesitation in terms of how I personally feel this shade of red looks on me, but I don't care almost, just because it applies beautifully. Like, that's how gung-ho I am about this formula, and I highly recommend if you want a simple red classic look for the holidays. This one is so phenomenal. I absolutely love it. Next up is Holo Taco's Red Licorice. Typically, I'm not a big fan of pink leaning reds. However, this one isn't that pink leaning in my opinion to where I can justify it being on my list. And it's a linear holographic polish, and with any linear holographic polish I've experienced so far, it has an incredible formula, and this one of course is no exception. It applies beautifully on the first coat, almost giving you the illusion of full coverage, but I went in with 2 coats just, to make sure essentially. It gives such a satiny look to it, and I really enjoy how it looks. Like, it's been a while since I've applied this on, but when I applied it on myself, it kind of like rekindled that, I don't know, flame of sorts of why I purchased this polish and why I was initially attracted to it. Now, I did replace the brush on this one because it is one of the original linear holo bottles, and it came with the very skinny brush on it. Yeah, I think this is a nice holiday-y red, and you want that subtle sparkle, you want to be distracted by some holo. It's like the next step from a creme, like, right? It makes sense. It's just pretty, and it suits the vibe. So for my next polish, I have here Holo Taco's Sacrificial Lacquer. Now, I did get this one in PR. It is almost on the true red side, but to me, I just see it lean a little bit, just a little bit orange, but not too much that it deters me from wanting it. This red, when unmagnetized, it looks like a silky red ribbon for like a Christmas present or a bow or something. It is so stunning, and it's so festive in my opinion. So you can definitely wear this unmagnetized, but if you do have the time and the patience to magnetize the polish, especially if you have the U-shaped horseshoe magnet or anything similar to that, it makes velvetizing much easier. And the cat eye effect, I don't mind it as much, but maybe not like straight in the middle. I would probably want to do more of a side cat eye effect, if that makes sense, just to give the illusion that it is the shiny part of a silky ribbon of sorts. But either way, this is a very fantastic red for the holidays. You can play it up however you want if you have the patience. And coverage wise, I got really good coverage in 2 coats. I didn't feel like I had to go in with a 3rd coat for magnetizing it either. So I don't know, for me it's such a pretty red, and it's the one polish out of this whole list, when I see it unmagnetized and in the velvet and I stare at it, it makes my heart literally go doki doki. So like, it's such a beautiful red. It will forever be right now my favorite magnetic red. If some other brand comes out with something, maybe that will change my mind, but as of right now, this is my magnetic red. Now we're moving into the realm of more glitter, essentially. So I have here Holo Taco's favorite sister. This is a vibrant red frosted metal. And I'm so sad that it is being discontinued. it needs to be permanent or at least seasonal, because the shade of red and the overall vibe that it gives screams holiday season for me. Now, this red isn't like a true red. To me, it just leans ever so slightly pink, but again, it's not annoying to where you can tell right away that it is a pink leaning red, kind of like Private Villa. Now, since we're moving more towards these more glittery polishes, I do want to discuss removal. I am always wearing a peel-off base coat. The only time I ever remove my polish in a traditional means is when I'm going on vacation and I want this polish to stay on my nails. With Favorite Sister, I definitely recommend either the soak-off method or wearing a peel-off base coat. And if you want it to last a little longer, put the peel-off base coat just in the center of the nail. Don't go all the way to the edges, and then go in with your regular base coat and then your polish of choice. Now we're moving on to more darker reds, and I have here Holo Taco's Naughty List, and I'm begging Holo Taco to bring back the original glitters. If Plum Luck can be brought back, so can Naughty List and any of its partners that came in the collection. Like, they're so good, they're so glittery, they're so sparkly. Like, this is a much darker red. It actually leans a little bit on the berry side, so it's not like an actual stark red, but it is filled with hollow and colorful glitters, and that when the light just hits, it distracts you. Application wise, it did require 3 coats for me because it is a jelly base polish. If you go with thicker coats, you probably might only need 2. Since this is a glittery polish, it does dry with some texture on it, so I definitely recommend applying a top coat. I only needed 1 coat of top coat, and I recommend glossy because you get all the sparkly goodness. But if matte is your vibe, it doesn't look bad matte either. It's very much a mood in the matte style. Removal wise, glittery polishes tend to be a hassle, so again, I work with a peely base coat. I had no issue removing it, so I either recommend soak off method or peely base coat. And if you want it to last longer, put it in the middle of the nail, not edge to edge. Now, because I did purchase this when it originally came out, it came with that really skinny brush. So again, I did change my brush to a KB shimmer one that fits the Holo Taco bottles. Now, lastly, we have Mooncat Heart on a Platter. Now, I did get this one in PR with the Danse Macabre collection. Now, Mooncat Heart on a Platter is a dark, vampy red. We are now more in the darker red territories, and I am someone who absolutely enjoys dark reds. That is my preferred shade of red, and this one meets my expectations. Although I do wish the Holo Flare was stronger, like how Holo Taco's Holo Flare is for their linears. Mooncat's is more on the dimmer side, but nonetheless, I'm still getting some sparkle. Now, this one to me screams schmexy sultry, you know? Like, you want to bring a mood, you want to be the main character, you want to be different, I guess, like versus the stereotypical, you know, vibrant holiday reds. This one is it, is the way that I view it. So because it is a linear holographic polish, it has an incredible formula. I mean, on the first coat, it looked like I had full coverage, but I did see some patchiness, especially near the nail tip. So a second coat was needed for me to get the optimal full coverage. Removal wise, it's a linear holographic, like it's pretty easy even in the traditional means. So you could scrub it off, or if you're like me, you could do the peel off base coat. So that concludes my favorites list for the holiday reds. I had such a blast swatching this, and I was kind of giddy almost in getting all these polishes and re-looking at my swatch sticks and figuring out which ones were actually my favorite. I would love to know what your favorite reds are amongst my list, but also outside of my list. I would love to know other brands and the other types of reds that you'll have encountered that you deemed as your favorite holiday reds. So a little bit of my channel that I want to talk about is that I have a communities page, and this means that you all can post your manis and whatnot on here to share with all of us as well. Of course, let's keep it wholesome, let's keep it safe for work on the subject essentially. Yeah, feel free to post on the community page. I'll have the link down below for you to look for it. And lastly, I want to share a little bit of a milestone with the channel, and that is that I have made my first $100 bill, essentially. And it's all because of you. Like, sincerely, thank you so much for supporting, whether you're watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Like, it truly means a lot to me and the growth of this channel. I know I don't post often, but it is always in the back of my head, like, oh, I should make a YouTube video of sorts, but like sometimes time is not with me. But anyways, thank you so much for watching and hanging out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, hype, all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. It's gonna be very awkward if a delivery driver came up to my door right now, because I'm by my living room window.